in danger. Do I look tired? I bet I look tired. I feel tired. I feel dead. I feel dead. It is July. I feel dead. Anyways, hi guys, it's Veronica. Welcome back to my channel, and today is another My Buddy Diaries Buddy Nabi Yotochigu stand-um update. As you can tell by the thumbnail or the title, BBG is coming back. Summer comeback. Post Queendom Summer Vibe. I have so many thoughts. I just need to spill. I need to rant. I need to vent. I need to complain. They announced their summer comeback after, I think it was Kepler and Luna. They were the first Queendom groups to announce their summer comebacks, because obviously all the Queendom groups are going to do a comeback after all of like the Queendom hype, try to capitalize on that. It was radio silence from BBG, but I kind of had the feeling that they were going to do the same because Eumji wouldn't dye her hair just for like round 3. You know, like duh. I had a feeling, but I was trying to deny it. I was like, maybe they are not gonna do a really fast comeback. Maybe they're gonna delay it like till almost the fall, so like August maybe. No, I was deluding myself. They had announced previously before their comeback that they were scheduled to do a festival in London, like London, UK, like far from me. So they're going to London. They went to Kazakhstan, super random. They did that for like a K-pop festival, so they're traveling, they're getting cultured, they're getting reacquainted with global audiences. But so I was like, obviously they're not just gonna perform Bop Bop and like old G-Friend discography. They're gonna have something new. What it is, I didn't know. It could have been just like Queendom songs like Red Sun, which is a bop. I should have known. But I was praying for my wallet because the multi-standum in me, like I'm an ABC, Army Buddy Carrot, include Nabi in the buddy, but like I've kind of been bombarded on all sides this summer. If you're a multi, you probably understand, because it feels like every single K-pop group is coming back this summer. Even like Girls' Generation is coming out of retirement for a comeback. Kata is coming for a reunion comeback. I don't know if it's in summer, but like they've been hinting at it. Like everyone and their mothers are coming back in the summer, and it's just financially irresponsible for me to support it all. I've been trying my best. I have a corporate girly job now that I really kind of want to move on from. Yeah, it's just really broke summer, and I was hoping BBG wouldn't be part of the assault on my wallet, but they are. I promised myself I wouldn't do this again, but I'm holding group orders. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. But more so, BPM is like one greedy and irresponsible motherfucker. Like, they had a BPM family concert, BNF, BPM and Friends, and so they had concert merch, of course, and every piece of concert merch had their own version of photo cards, of course, member photo cards, of course, because not only does BPM try to really capitalize with all the photo cards, like Source Music, I don't think they've ever done it to this extent. BPM is like money, money, money. BBG are our breadwinners, money, money, money. So obviously they did merch, member photo cards for BNF, and for BBG I had to get shimpies, but I didn't know how because at first it was just off-site, so it had to be in-person concert. So I had to scramble my resources and try to find someone to buy it for me. But the thing is, BPM, they have stock issues. They had stock issues with the season greetings. I think they somewhat have stock issues with Beam of Prism because their sales have been capped at 50,000 in Hanteo for a while. We could have moved at least 100 copies since then, but I don't know. BPM, what y'all doing? In true BPM fashion, they ran out of stock of like almost everything BBG related the first day. They said they had more stock for the second day. The last day of the concert, it was sold out pretty quickly again. Nightmare for all collectors. And then they announced that they're gonna do an online restock, limited quantities, of course, sold out again. Especially the slogans and the hats. I think those were the best sellers, both off-site and online. I don't know. Collecting is just giving me a headache. So with this comeback, we're going back to the comeback again. When they released the information about the albums, I nearly shit my pants. So the regular album, it's 2 versions again, like Beam of Prism, so I thought that wasn't bad. And there was a second image, 3 albums. So 5 albums total. And the 3 albums, it was like member albums, like. And to make things worse, it's 15 member photo cards per album. Like, you don't get 15 member photo cards in an album, you get 2, compared to Beam of Prism where you got 3. So now with Summer Vibe, you're getting 2 in a regular album and then 1 member photo card in a jewel case album. And you have to collect 15 in total, like 10 in the regular and 5 in the jewel case to make a complete member set. And losing my freaking mind. That means you need at least 5 of the regular photo book albums and 5 of the jewel case albums to at least have enough photo cards for a full member set. So that's pet peeve number 1. That is pet peeve number 1. My wallet, it is begging for mercy. Like inflation, this economy, gas prices, food prices, rent, bills, they're up this summer. They are like incredibly rocket high, at least in North America. How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions? I don't know. I already spent a lot of mental and financial energy towards collecting SHINBI's collection for their BNF merch. Summer comeback. Duh. And then in true BPM fashion, we have like a gazillion pre-order photo cards already. And there's like, as of the moment I'm recording this, there are 7 different events or fan signs or pre-order benefits, photo card benefits that have happened or are currently happening. And like the true idiot and simp for SHINBI that I am, I'm holding a go for all of them. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my past videos regarding my first ever group order for their debut, but I lost a lot of money on that. I would say at least 4 figures. I don't know how many, but it was a lot of money. I don't even want to think about it. I should probably think about it and calculate the amount for my like bank account statements and stuff, but trauma. I'm living off of ramen noodles and frozen dinners at this point to afford my hobbies. And I'm also looking for a new job. I'm really looking at all of my avenues right now. The completionist in me really desires a complete SHINBI set. Yeah, so right now we have 7 different pre-order benefit photo cards. I don't think we had this many during debut at this point in time. I'm scared. I'm very scared. If you are anybody you know about Yedin's debut, but I don't know if you'll know that her photo card template, specifically when it comes to pre-order benefit photo cards, is an absolute nightmare to look at. Like there are like 30 different cards and she's just a single member. Like whoa, what in the world? This is why Yedin's sales, I think she's already past 40k. She's catching up to BBD, Bima Prism really quickly in terms of physical sales, probably because of the hella amount of pre-order photo cards and also because of like BPM probably not stocking enough of the debut album for BBG. Maybe BPM saw this as a winning strategy and decided to implement it for BBG. I'm knocking on wood. I hope that's not the case. We are at 7. My max is like 10. Do not go past 10. I am terrified. I'm hanging on for my dear life. Anyways, I should probably make a updated SHINBI collection. I have a pile of SHINBI photo cards, like I mentioned in my last My Buddy Diaries video, I believe. That is like an inch or 2 thick, and I still haven't put it in my binder because I'm trying to figure out what to do with my binder. My binder is bursting, and I need to move some stuff around. Maybe do another binder, split it in 2. I don't know. I'll probably do a video just reorganizing my binder and showing my new additions to the SHINBI collection. My current SHINBI collection is just until D-Day, so I don't have any of her BBG stuff in there yet, but I have a lot and I need to put them away. So if you guys are interested in watching probably a very long video about that, subscribe, stay tuned. That's probably coming down the timeline at some point. I'm really bad at editing. I'm trying to keep up a daily upload schedule, but it's hard. What else happened? Queendom, that was like every Thursday for me. That was a staple for a while. BBG started at 3rd rank, ended at 3rd rank. Honestly, it felt a little bit rigged, particularly in the scores for streaming and stuff. Like they could have been runner-up, but whatever. Hopefully, since they got, I believe, the most clout in South Korea regarding their song and everything about them in the show, I'm hoping that this show has been really good in terms of exposure and hype for their summer comeback. I really want them to do well. I personally have been investing a lot more financially into this comeback. 7 group orders. My brain is scattered. Spreadsheets are my best friend. I'm trusting the algorithm. I'm making my own algorithm. I am really pushing myself to the limit with this. And then at the end of the month, this month, they're going to London for the K-pop festival, which I mentioned earlier. I really looked into possibly going, but I can't. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. I live in Canada. It costs a lot of money to go to London last minute in the summer. think it's about $1,000. Honestly, I'm probably spending about the same or more just on like a bunch of group orders. If I win a fan sign this comeback, I'm gonna ask them to come to Canada. Like, they're showing love to London, they're showing love to Kazakhstan. Come to Canada. We love you in Canada. Come to Canada. That's what I'm gonna ask. But speaking of fan sign, I promised myself to get better at Korean. That did not happen. Learning Korean was at the farthest edges of my mind. I was not focusing on learning Korean, and so my Korean is still as bad as the first time. And I have no questions. I feel like I used up all of my questions during the debut fan signs. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? I don't know, but at least I have things to wear thanks to Charms, the collab. I have a lot of BBG stuff to wear. At least I have my outfits planned, but I'm kind of terrified. My social anxiety and the timing of all of these fan signs kind of correlates to when I'm working, and I don't know if I'm going to be in office, so I'm scared. I'm gonna try to pull some strings. I'm gonna try to pull some strings that if I win, that I'm going to be available to do it. But this timing is not on my side. It's just been a hectic year so far. What else has happened that I have not covered? I feel like there's a lot in Buddy Nation that has happened, needs to be covered, wants to be discussed about, and that's just not coming to my head. Like, usually my buddy diaries are just like a personal update on my life as a buddy, as a stan, as a fangirl struggling to survive. It's just really a diary of this buddy. But I also want to touch upon the OST things. Luna made an OST, a duet OST for the webtoon Under the Oak Tree. Did I mention I'm a huge weeb? Okay, maybe I'm a weeblet. Like, I love webtoons. Like, I have to read at least like 5 different webtoons before I go to bed because like they update weekly, so. But my reading list is like literally hundreds of titles. They're usually along the same lines of historical fantasy romance, typically with a villainess or time traveling or reincarnation, that sort of thing. That's really popular over there right now in terms of shoujo and josei genres, especially if it's spicy. I also read a lot of Korean web novels and light novels and Japanese web novels and light novels, but I think Korean ones are better in my opinion. At least the translations are better. Obviously, I'm not reading it in like raw Korean. I told you my Korean is shit. It is the same level of Korean as the beginning of the year. It's not any better. It's not getting any better. But I just love reading the translations, and there's a lot of good stories out there. But Under the Oak Tree, I did read the novel, and I am reading the webtoon, and I'm just like riffed in a maxi pad. Ooh, the webtoon is not as spicy as the novels, but I'm like I'm such a fangirl. Like, oh my god. When Una was announced as singer for one of the OSTs for Under the Oak Tree, I nearly lost my shit. I lost my mind. I don't know. If you guys read Under the Oak Tree or a similar webtoon, or if you have recommendations, leave it down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this if you're a fellow weeblet reader like me. If you have any spicy recommendations, leave them down below too. I have an ever-growing. It's kind of embarrassing. But anyways, I need to move on from talking about this OST, which is really good by the way, because I'm just gonna be talking about webtoons and webcomics and manhwas and all this stuff forever. And then I think there's another OST I was gonna talk about. I think Yuju's OST. We have Sojong, Yuju, Soju Crumbs. Sojong's drama movie. It's weird. I think they're like releasing it both as a drama and a movie. I don't know which one's coming out first. I think the movie one is coming out first with the movie version. I don't think we as an international audience can watch it, at least not yet. But Yuju's OST is out for Soon's drama and the crumbs. The day we see like full OT6 promotions, like I will be deceased. I will not be able to handle it. It makes me want to cry. They have been hinting that they would like to get back together in the future, so we're gonna pray for that. Anyways, I have to get back to really reorganizing my group orders and just figuring out my life. I'm gonna apply to like a dozen more jobs today. I think that's all I kind of wanted to cover for today's My Buddy Diaries. I'm not gonna edit this much because I'm pretty lazy. I have a lot of raw footage on my computer and my hard drive that I have not edited or uploaded yet. I should probably get on that. I'm just really stressed about all these group orders. I'm spending thousands of dollars. Why am I doing this? Anyways, yeah, so if you have any thoughts about any of the topics that I've covered today, or if you have anything that I missed talking about, I probably know about it, but I probably just didn't think about it at the time. Leave it down in the comments below. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully soon, and bye!